have already gone through this information, but just for the revision, we'll go through once again. Rabindranath Tagore was the author of Gitanjali, and its profoundly sensitive, fresh and beautiful verse. He became the first non-European to win the Nobel Prize in Literature in 1913. This poem is one of his vastly read and discussed poems. It was originally composed in Bengali. Later, he himself translated it into English. This poem is from his Nobel Prize-winning anthology, Gitanjali. Tagore lived during the time when India was ruled by the British. In this poem, besides political freedom from British, Tagore also appeals to God for social, educational, and economic freedom for the people of India. Kindly remember these 4 words: political freedom, social freedom, educational freedom, and economic freedom for the people of India. He was born on 7th May 1861, Calcutta, Bengal, Presidency, British India. And he died 7th August 1941, age of 80. Resting place, cremated at Neemthala Crematorium, Calcutta. And name Bhanu Singh Thakur. Occupation: writer, composer, playwright, essayist, painter. His famous work Gitanjali, Gora, Gare Bhair, Jana Gana Mana, Indian National Anthem, Rabindra Sangeet, and Bangladesh National Anthem, Amar Sonar Bangla. And he has got Nobel Prize in Literature in 1930. His wife's name is Mrinalini Devi. Now let us go with warming up session. In our previous video, we already have completed this. Just for revision for you. You see in the column A, an answer is already given. Humanism, but human. A rationalistic outlook towards humans, rather than a divine or supernatural one. Second, patriotism, quality of being patriotic, vigorous support for one's country. Next, internationalism, state or process of being international. Fourth, liberalism, holding liberal views. And last, fifth one, environmentalism, concern about and action aimed at protecting the environment. When we see these words, human, something connected to humanism. Patriotism about a country. Internationalism about international. Liberalism about liberal views. Environmentalism about environment. So it is easier for you to understand and remember. So now, poems in English are of different types. A long story poem, often mythical, epic. A short story poem with a message, ballad. A poem of 14-line sonnet. A song-like poem, lyric. A poem with no uniformity of rhythm, rhyme, etc. Free verse. This particular poem is of free verse. And in our course, there are many poems of free verse. A poem set in a picturesque rustic background, idyll. A sad poem lamenting the death of a loved one, elegy. A 5-line short funny poem, the rhythm, scheme AABB, with the rhyme scheme AABBA, limerick. And a poem written just to create humor, this humorous poem. Now let us learn some difficult words. Narrow domestic wars. Narrow domestic wars. Division on the basis of religion, caste, class, and color in societies and between countries of the world. Tireless striving, continuous effort and struggle. Stretches its arms, aims at achieving a goal. Dead habit, old traditional rituals and customs that are harmful. Heaven of freedom, condition of total freedom of good thoughts, good words and good deeds while respecting those of others. Now remember this verse, this line is very important. Freedom of good thoughts, good words and good deeds while respecting those of others. Fragments, small pieces. You read as a sign of dead habit, old traditional rituals, customs, and superstitions that are harmful. Ever widening, continuously broadening one's outlook. English workshop. In your notebook, write down lines from the poem as proof for the following. Tagore wishes for a nation where people are truthful. Answer: where words come out from the depth of truth. The poet would like everyone to work hard to reach their goal and in the long run to reach perfection. Answer: where tireless striving stretches his arms towards perfection. The poet wishes that everyone in his country hold his head high. Answer: where the mind is without fear and the head is held high. First line itself. The poet dreams of a nation where knowledge should be free to all. The second line, where knowledge is free. The poem is a prayer. How do we understand this is a poem? There are two lines in this poem. First one, where the mind is led forward by thee into ever-widening thought and action. Because it is a prayer, we can know. By thee means by God. And second line, into that heaven of freedom, my Father, let my country away. These two lines tell us that this particular poem is a prayer. Read the columns carefully and match the expression with their meanings. The column A, answer is given in column B. The head is held high, a person with self-respect and proud of possessing. Narrow domestic wars, narrow-mindedness. Knowledge is free, education is given to all. Depth of truth, sincerity of a heart. Mind is without fear, a fearless person. Stretches his arms, aim at perfection. Clear stream of reason, clear thinking, logical thinking. Dead habit, tried in fertile land of sands, ever widening thought and action, broadening the outlook and attitude. Read the poem carefully and complete the table after the discussion in pairs. Now, concept in the poem: mind. Present situation: mind is full of fear. What is expected of us? Fearless mind. Head is bowed down. Head is held high. Knowledge is limited to a select few people. Knowledge is free and available to all. Words are insincere in present situation. Expected situation, words are truthful and sincere. Habit, old traditional rituals and customs that are harmful are followed. Expected situation, there is reason and clarity of thoughts. Thought and action. Thought and action are determined by a narrow-minded attitude. Expected of us, thoughts and actions are determined by a broad outlook. Complete the following sentences using your own interpretation. Where the mind is without fear and the head is unbowed, we enjoy complete freedom. Where knowledge is free, every citizen enjoys the right to learn and obtain knowledge. Next, we can prevent social injustice when we pull down discriminatory walls of caste, class, religion, etc. Constant efforts and strife leads to achieving our goals and to perfection. Fifth one, logical thinking and reasoning can put to stop to the following of old traditions and customs that are harmful. Tagore appeals to God to make his country a heaven where people have good thoughts, say good words, and do good actions. Next, students should keep themselves aloof from old harmful traditions. When knowledge is free, everyone will be literate. It is social duty of every student of modern world to uproot narrow-mindedness from society. Students must develop broad outlook and attitude. Find out the example of metaphor from the poem. Now in this poem there are many figures of speech. We are dealing only metaphor. In my separate video, I will deal with all the figures of speech in this poem. So let's find out metaphor. 1. Clear stream of reason. Here reason has been implicitly compared to a clear stream. Second example, Fury desert sand of dead habit. Their habits have been implicitly compared to Fury desert sand. There are two examples of metaphor we find in this book. In our coming video, we will also deal with other questions, and a separate video is being prepared for only figures of speech in this book. Till then, take care. Bye. All the best.